Hello there guys. Welcome back to my another video in which I'm going to be continuing from the last challenge, and this is the challenge 12 in ES6. So in this one it says they use destructuring assignment to assign variables from object. So we're going to use the destructuring assignment to assign the variables from object. It says that we saw earlier how spread operator can effectively spread or unpack the contents of the array. We can also do something similar with objects as well. Okay, destructuring assignment is a special syntax for neatly assigning values taken directly from an object to a variable. Alright. So it says consider the following ES5 code, ECMAScript 5 code, and voxel is a object, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 properties of it, and these are the values in the properties. Okay, so x is equal to x, yep, y is equal to yep. So here's the same syntax. Here's the same assignment statement with ES6 destructuring syntax. So we can use constant, and then the properties can be enclosed in an object which can equal voxel. So that would be x is equal to 36, sorry, 3.6, y is 7.4, and z is 6.54. If instead you want to store the values of voxel voxel.x into A, voxel.y into B, and voxel.z into C, you have that freedom as well. Alright, so x store in A, y store in B, and z store in C. You may read it as get the field x and copy the value into A. Okay, yep. Get the field x and copy the value into A, and so on. So now it says that use destructing to obtain the average between the average temperature for tomorrow from the input objects, average underscore temperature. Okay, so from this one we need to use destructuring to obtain the value the average temperature for tomorrow, and assign value with key tomorrow to temp of tomorrow in line. Right, so it says that we need to use destructuring to obtain the average temperature for tomorrow. So this is the average temperatures object, and we need to access this value, as in for the temperature for tomorrow, which is 79. From the input object, yep, and there it says that, and assign the value with the key tomorrow to the temp of tomorrow in line. Alright, so this is a method. It takes in average temperature, which is here. Okay, it takes in this object and const temp of tomorrow. Right, so we're gonna change this line completely to say const, and then it says and assign the value with key tomorrow. So we need this as a key, and to tomorrow. So remember, I'll just explain you this step shortly. Alright, and then assign it to average temperatures. Okay, so what this line is doing here is said that assign the value with tomorrow or with key tomorrow to temp of tomorrow. So this is the key, this is the value. So you remember it said here that if instead you want to store value of voxel x, as in voxel x, or which is in our case tomorrow, into a, which is a in our case is temp of tomorrow, we can do that as get the field x here, which is tomorrow. So get the field tomorrow and copy the value into a, which in our case is temp of tomorrow. Alright, so at the end it returns temp of tomorrow, which is 79. Alright, let's run this. Perfect. Boom shakalaka. Boom boom shakalaka. Alright, never mind. I'm getting a bit too excited. Let's move on to the next challenge, which is use destructuring operator. I mean destructuring assignment to assign variables from nested objects. Shania says that we need to use the same operator but for assigning variables from nested objects. Alright, so we can similarly destructure nest objects into variables. Alright, these are nested objects, which is so the main object is local forecast, and then today's object, and then tomorrow's object here. Yes, so consider the following code. A is an object start at this x is y and y 6 and x is 6 and y is minus 6. Okay, the object ends here and then it does const starts and then the value of of x would be start x, which is 5, and start y, which is y. Alright, and then it simply outputs 5 and 6. In the example above, the variable start is assigned the value of a dot start. The variable start is assigned the value of a dot start, which is this one, a dot start, which is also an object. Use destructuring assignment to obtain max of forecast tomorrow and assign it to max of tomorrow. Right. Alright, so we need to use the structuring assignment to obtain max of tomorrow's forecast. So this is our forecast object, and this is our property, which is an object as well. So it's an object in an object, okay, and we want to access the max forecast for tomorrow. So the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna excuse me, we're going to oops, define const, and in this case we're gonna give this one tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow, and then we need the value of tomorrow as well, isn't it? So we're gonna actually, the way I really like to do this is in this format. So define an object first. So the object here is forecast. Okay, and go backwards. So this is the object done, and now what I need to access the property, I mean the object in the object, which is tomorrow. So I'll do const tomorrow. Okay, const tomorrow, and then colon, and then I'm gonna access the value of max now. Okay, so with the brackets max, and get the value of max from forecast.tomorrow, and copy that into max of tomorrow. Alright, I think that should be it. Oops, why is it not? Oops, yeah, I've got to do this. Go to the curly braces and another curly braces there. Alright, which should give us the value 84.6. There we go. Perfect. And that's all done for us. Run the test. And yay! Shiver me timbers. Submit and go to the next challenge. Bring it on. Okay, so now it says that use destructuring assignment to assign variables from arrays. So before we were doing it from objects, and now we're doing it from arrays. Okay, ES6 makes destructuring arrays as easy as destructuring objects. One key difference between the spread operator and array destructuring is that the spread operator unpacks all the contents of an array into a comma-separated list. Consequently, you cannot pick or choose which elements you want to assign to the variables. Destructuring an array lets us do exactly that. So ensure the structuring of arrays has us pick or choose which elements you want to assign to the variables. So for example, it gives us this const, and it gives us two values, a and b, and then in this one is 1 2 3 4 5 6 values, and then it outputs a and b, which is 1 and 2. The variable a is assigned the first value of the array. Yep, value array is first element of the array, and b is assigned the second value of the array. Cool. We can also access the value at any index in an array with destructuring by using comma to reach the desired index. So get const and then a b. Alright, so in this case it skips out two of the values, then outputs the last one. So if it was 1 2 3 4 5 6, then the it would output the value of A and B, which is 1 and 2, and then skip 3 and 4, and then come on to 5. Cool. This is interesting. So in short, the number of commas that haven't got value, that those many values will be ignored. So at the moment there are no 1 and 2 values, so 3 and 4 are ignored. So it says use this destructuring assignment to swap the values of A and B so that A receives the value stored in B and B receives the value stored in A. Alright, so it's given us A is 8 and B is 0. So it creates an unnamed function, okay, and so now we need to use this structuring assignment to swap the value of A and B so that A receives the value stored in B and B receives the value stored in A. Right, so this one um means that so the values of A and B. Okay, so if this in this example, if A and B have 1 and 2, how would we make A becomes 2 and B becomes 1? We would replace the assignment on the right hand side, so A and B equals B and A. Perfect. Let's see if it did this or not. Yes, there we go. Next up. Right, so now it says that use destructuring assignment with the rest operator to reassign array elements. Okay, this destructuring assignment with the rest operator to reassign array elements. Oh gosh, I'm feeling sleepy already. Wake up, Zane, wake up. Right, so in some situations involving array destruction, we might want to collect the rest of the elements into a separate array. Okay, cool. This the result is similar to array prototype.slice as shown below. Yep. Variables A and B take the first and second values, yep, and second value from the array up to that because of rest operator, which is this operator here, presents error gets rest of the value in the form of an array. The rest element only works correctly as the last variable in the list. So if you put this rest operator in the beginning, it wouldn't work. As in, you cannot use the rest operator to catch a subarray that leaves out last element of the original array. Okay. So now it says they use this destructuring assignment with the rest operator to perform an effective slice operation so that R in a subarray of the original source with the first two elements omitted. Alright, so let's read this again. Use destructive assignment with a reverse operator to perform an effective slice so that R is a subarray. Okay, with R. Okay, R is a subarray of the original array, which is this one, probably, yeah. Source array source with the first two elements omitted. Right. Alright, so what this should be we need to implement this function which will remove the first two elements from the source array. Okay, so instead of starting from 1, it should start from 3. So in this case we're going to skip the first two. How do we do that? By applying those commas. Remember to skip the array values. So const array and then comma comma, and now the rest operator value. Rest operator, which means that the rest of the array. Okay, that's done. Here we go. That's our result here, and now let's execute the test and see if we're passing all the tests. Yay! Legend, wait for it. There. Let's go to the next challenge. Bring it on. Alright, so it says use this structuring assignment to pass an object as a function's parameter. So we're going to use the structuring assignment to pass an object as a function's parameter. In some cases, you can destructure the object in a function argument itself. Consider the code below. Const profile update is assigned to profile data, which is a parameter, and then it takes in the function const. This is the properties of the profile data. So profile data has 1, 2, 3, 4 properties. Do something with these variables. Okay, this effectively destructures the object sent into the function. Okay, so this effectively destructures the object sent into this function. This can also be done in place. Okay, so profile data like this. Alright, interesting. This removes the extra lines and makes our code look neat. This has the added benefit of not having to manipulate an entire object in a function. Only the fields that are needed are copied inside the function. Right. So you use the destructuring assignment within the argument to the function half. That's half. No, sorry. Yeah, that's the function half. To send only max and min inside the function. Alright, so I think what we need to do is read this carefully once again because I did not understand um, this task was required in it. So it says they use this structuring assignment within the argument of the function half. So this is the function half. Oops. This is the function half, and that's its argument to send only max and min inside the function. Okay, so it's already gone max and min. So what we need to do is give it an object representation, because the max and min are inside this object here. So do max and min. Alright, let's test this. Yes, nothing but nets. Submit, go to the next one. Oh yes. So create strings using template literals. Huh, interesting. A new feature of ES6 is a template literal. This is a special type of string that makes creating complex strings easier. Alright. Template literals allow you to create multi-line strings and to use string interpolation features to create strings. Consider the code below. If const person, this object has two properties in name and age, and then template literal with multi-line and string interpolation. Constant greeting is equal to this sign here, I don't even know what it's called. Hello, my name is string interpolation person name. Alright, okay, yep. So wherever you want the value, or whatever value you want to get, you can use a dollar, same as you would access a variable, but this time it can be as a strings. With the help of string interpolation. So I am a string interpolation person's age, which is 56 and years old. And then it will console log, hello, my name is Zodiac Hash Bro, I'm 56 years old. A lot of things happen there. Firstly, the examples use backticks. Okay, this is called backticks. Not quotes, single or double, to wrap the string. Secondly, notice that the string is a multi-line both in the code and the output. This saves inserting \n within new strings. Okay, yep. The dollar in brackets variable syntax used above is a placeholder. Basically, you won't have to use concatenation with the plus operator anymore. To add variables to string, you just drop the variable in the template string and wrap it with $, open curly braces and close curly braces. Similarly, you can include other expressions in your string literal. For example, $A plus B. Okay, cool. This new way of creating strings gives you more flexibility to create robust string. So now the exercises, they use temporal, sorry, my bad. Use template literal syntax with backticks to display each entry of the result. Yep. Objects failure array. So this one only. This failure array only. Each entry should be wrapped with a li element with the class attributes attributes text warning and listed within the result display array. So in change the code below this line. Okay, so this one here, and we need to give the result in this variable. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this literal. So with this one, yep, null, cool, and then we're gonna say we will create an array of this one. So this cons will be an array, since we're gonna start the array here, and then now we need to put the wrapped inside a link. So with everything we're going to wrap inside a backtick. Okay, so link, give you a class which was text warning, and then close the link. And now because we want to use these array values, we're going to use the variables as in string interpolation, which is $, parentheses, and then array, and then 0, which will give us this value of the failure array. Okay, and now oopsie, got to close this one, and yeah, and then close the link. There we go, perfect. And now if you want to speed up the process, copy and paste this 2 times, and change the indexes. So the 0 index is for Nova, the 1 index is for bound top, and then the second index is for the line break. Perfect. And then if you close the array and then put parentheses, comma there, that should do it. Let's check if it does. Oops, where did I go wrong? I went wrong somewhere, and I need to find where. The link is there. Yep, text warning, yep, text warning, and close that, and then I'm putting $, brackets, parentheses, r, yep, which is, this is being paused, 0, 1, and then 2. Yeah, this all seems good, but why does it say this is not the function? Oh, sorry, I think I forgot to put commas after every line. Okay, let's have a go again. Alright, display is not desired. So if we do this and take out all the spacing and all that, then might be causing the issue. No harm in finding out. go. Let's see if this passes. Is it desired object? Nope. Why does it do this? Alright, let's try to space these on each separate lines. This one and this one. Like this is done. Alright, and see how we go. Yes, done. Cranked it up to 11. Yeah, and we're going more and more and more. But for now, this is it. This is it, guys. If you have any comments and if you haven't understood anything at all, give me a comment below and I will be answering them all as soon as I can. Alright, until next time, have fun coding.